Right here on Magic 102.3 and 92.7. We are the real sound of the DMV. It's Vic Jagger. And yes, guess who is in here, DMV? DMV's own Tank.
Come on, hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yes, a round of applause. Let's give you a round of applause. Tank, it is so good to see you.
A pleasure. Absolutely.
I believe we were supposed to get up like before, and that's when everything had went down, right? With you were in the news and you had just performed here and you were all over the headlines, and they're like, Tank got to chill, his voice got to chill. I was like, hold up.
You know what?
Hold up. I know Tank ain't known for running from
No, you know
but
me.
You really did. I know.
I was really like, it was so much happening at one time.
Yeah.
It was tour. It was promo.
Right.
It was, it was.
Because I think
whatever.
your boy just had to he got hospitalized or something happened with him because he felt like he was working too much.
Just overworking. I sing. You know what I'm saying? So, you overwork your voice, and I'm still training in the gym, and, the tour is going.
You got a lot.
So it's a lot going on.
So much going on.
And I've never just said, I can't do it. Like before my last two shows, before we even got here at that last show in Virginia, I had to get a shot. The doctor, ENT, had to come see me.
Oh, I thought you meant you did like a shot, because I was because Hennessy or Douce,
sometimes
it
shots
does
help you.
It does.
Yeah, but no, I had to get a shot, a steroid shot, so that I could sing. I couldn't sing. So literally, like, everything was just breaking down. I was like, I got to go home and get myself together. And then let's just reschedule. I'm going to go see everybody I need to see. We're going to talk. We're going to do what we got to do.
It's so crazy because you've been in the game for over 10 years.
Over 20 years.
Over 20 years. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just numbers.
Okay, so numbers don't lie. But over 20 years, and I don't know about you, but it's like when I first turned 30, I was just like, my 20s partying. I was good. Club, go straight to work, all of that.
Right.
My 30s came, I was like, oh, it's about to rain because my knee is hurting. My knee getting tight.
Yeah.
So for you to still be touring and just family life, work life, producer life, like you have so many things. How do you wind down? How do you take care of yourself? When do you stop? Because I feel like your body told you, sit down.
It's normally that. It's normally not me being smart about it. You know what I'm saying? And be like, you know what? I need to rest. I need a massage. I need to sit down. It's my body saying, or my voice saying, we not working today.
So how does Tank self-care?
Man, you know what? My wife has to do a lot of that for me. You know what I'm saying? She has to, reel me in and say, you sitting down today, or, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I set you up to go here and do, like, I don't really do much of that. You know what I mean? My first vacation ever was with my wife. It wasn't too long ago. Because, it was like a real vacation. Like a real vacation.
Not doing
7
anything.
days of not doing nothing.
Wow.
No, I think it was 5.
I often try to get away as much as
it was the longest. I was going crazy at first because I was like, I'm missing something. I need my phone. And it was something I needed, and I didn't even know I needed. I had no idea.
Yeah, you should do that more often. Trust me.
No, I'm cool. I think it was
not 7 days, but no, you need, like, even if it's a staycation, you got to do that for yourself. Yeah, exactly.
3 days are good for me. I can be 3 days somewhere locked up in a hotel room chilling.
Before you're like, where's my keyboard? Where's my piano?
Yeah, because I'm always trying to be productive. My mind is always working on, like, the next thing. What can I do next? I'm always writing jokes or writing songs or whatever. And so I just I
heard you were a jokester. I was very surprised about that.
Why? Why were you surprised about that?
I just, I know that you're like super cool and all that.
You get caught up in the facial expressions on the pictures. That's what it is. He's got to be serious.
He's looking smizing.
Yeah, he's smizing. No,
I just, I didn't see you as like a funny, like goofy guy. Like, Tank has always been like, all right, where that shirt gonna come off? Like, but I could see how you're just super laid back and a jokester. Like, you literally like do comedy.
Yeah, growing up, it wasn't like, I sang, but
I didn't know. I
didn't know that was the thing. You know what I'm saying? So my way in,
what was the thing?
I didn't know singing was the thing. I didn't know that was the magic.
Oh, okay.
You know, and so for me, it was like always, well, if I can make her laugh, then maybe she'll like me. You know what I mean? And so that was kind of,
make her laugh. Come
that was my thing. And so growing up, I was always, I was the class clown. I was the jokester.
Yeah.
And so coming into R&B, all my pictures were all the, the sexy faces and the mean. And everybody's like, you got to be mysterious. And I was like, okay. And I'm, what I'm saying? So I'm talking like Batman, you know what I'm saying? Trying to maintain my mysteriousness.
In a world
you know what I'm saying? We're going to got them right now.
Right.
And so I think people in the first half of my career had the wrong impression of me, and I think social media was a gift for me because then people actually got to see my personality. Like people would meet me and do the same thing you just said, like, you're way different than what I thought you were gonna be. I'm making the drinks, I'm DJing, you know what I'm saying, hosting the party, and people didn't have any idea that was me. And so, in being able to expose my personality and who I really am, I think that was really the gift for me.
Yeah, and it's funny that you say, social media was the gift for you. Because in that respect, like we got to see a different side of you. And I feel like social media for certain celebs and artists, and it is a gift and a curse. Because some artists or people that you think are so mysterious, and then they get on social media and you're like, hey, they're kind of, they're not who whatever. And on top of that, you have to take the good with the bad.
And I'm okay with that.
And that's what I was going to ask you, because all of this, you being in headlines, the one thing that I will say is through all of this controversy, you were super like, yeah, okay. And like, it's almost like here, I know you know about Jonin, right? So Jonin, right. A lot of people are like, when's Jonin?
Yeah.
It's a DC thing. But if somebody is Jonin, okay, and I'm Jonin on you, and then somebody in a room laugh, guess what? They in it, right? They in it.
They in it. You can get it too.
It's right. So don't laugh or don't participate
if you don't want to
be.
That's right.
you don't want to be in it. And you seem like that type to me when it comes to the whole social media. Like I give it and I can.
Well, social media it's a tool. It is what it is. It's not real life. You know what I mean? Like the things that people say on social media don't affect my bottom line by no means. Right. So I don't absorb it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I take it like it's Joe. We having a Jones session? Okay, that's how y'all feel about me today? Cool. Here goes something for you too. And you stink. Yeah, I don't like your weave and you.
So
like,
you have no problem with just addressing.
I don't have a problem with none of it because I know who I am. I'm solid with who I am. You know what I'm saying? And the people that rock with me, they know who I am.
Were you surprised at the reaction from the comments that you did make that did make headlines? I'm sure everybody has heard about it. But were you surprised at the reaction though? Like seriously?
I'm never surprised at the reaction because I know that, with social media, it's more exciting to enjoy the clip and make an assumption about the clip and have fun. You know what I'm saying? Making jokes at the clip as opposed to going back and doing the research and seeing what the clip is even about.
Okay, so L'Oreal works here. L'Oreal's on lip service. And so when it first dropped, I was like, hold on. Let me walk over because I did not see the whole thing. I just saw the clip. I was like, I need to know the context. I need to know what the conversation was. And so she explained it to me. And even when I went to the live show, you came up there and the ladies definitely defended you. Like they rode for you. They was like, because Donnell Rawlings was there and he was, and so they rode for you. And so I see two sides of it, and the response that you actually made when you said that people were being homophobic. Now, that's the part that I would want you to clarify, because you're not saying that the people who disagree with your comments are homophobic, correct?
No. Not at all.
Okay, because that's how a lot of people were taking it.
No, well,
like
people
not disagree
not
with
thinking
you,
it through.
Okay,
it's not about you not agreeing with my comment, because not agreeing with my comment would means that you just don't agree with me.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You not agreeing with my comment doesn't make me gay.
Right. Okay.
And then it doesn't become
a whole different thing.
Whole different thing.
Too.
And then it doesn't become a thing where you need to feel like you're assassinating my character by throwing that word at me. It wasn't like they were saying, oh my God, Tank might be gay, but he's different and it's fine. No, they were saying he's gay. Hopefully he dies soon. And it's that energy that goes along with it that makes it homophobic.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like what I introduced was just an alternate thought process. Like we all have gone through whatever processes we needed to go through to identify who we are differently. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm clear. I know what I was when I was born, everything, whatever it was. But for somebody else who needed to maybe be over here for a second, maybe be over there for a second, and then eventually say, you know what? I found who I am, who I want to be. This is who I am moving forward. I'm not going to judge them through their process. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give them their just due based on who they say that they are. That's me though. Right. You know what I mean? Because that's how I live my life.
I tried to like put myself in different situations. Like, I think that I would think that he wants men. And
you're allowed to feel that way.
Exactly. But that's the part that I was just like, I don't know why people are getting the message that you feel like people are homophobic because they don't agree with you.
That's just what they
thank you.
Yeah, just so it wasn't disagreeing with me because it's an alternate perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's not right or wrong. Yeah. Everybody's allowed to feel.
It came out of left field. I will tell you that.
Well, it came out of left field because it was a clip.
Right. No.
So the clip is out of left field. Had the clip been in its entirety, it wouldn't have been left field at all.
Okay. I mean, even knowing the whole story, I was just like, I wouldn't have even, I don't know. It's one of those things that I'm like, Tank is just open to talk about anything, and I'm here for it.
That is that too. I am open to talk about anything.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of no conversation. I'm not scared of nobody.
Now, how was it received for the people who know you, like your wife, the people who are closest to you? Well, did they feel like they were being attacked in a certain way as well?
They didn't feel like they were being attacked. They were being attacked.
No, because some people feel like, listen, I don't care. I don't look at,
these people love me. So, they were being attacked. Okay. And, again, the word we just used.
Yeah.
That's say I was. That's not a means to attack me.
I agree. And that's why I want to put it out there because I feel like there was such a negative.
Completely negative.
There was a negative thought process in that. Even if you don't necessarily agree with it or you just don't believe it, whatever the case may be, I just feel like it was just a lot of negative, mean things that were going with it. So I definitely wanted you to have the opportunity to address. I know you've been addressing it.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure
I'm very clear on how I live and what I say. You know what I mean? And I don't ever back away from it. I double down on it, triple down if I can.
I saw the video. He was like, I said what I said.
I said what I said. And you don't have to agree. Yeah. But that doesn't make me something that I'm not.
Right. Well, in keeping with you being able or being willing to talk about anything, and this is not a sexual comment, even though we're coming off of this, but I definitely wanted to know, because you've done so much over your career, right? So you've performed, you've been in a group, comedy, and that was one of the things I was like, well, is there anything that he would do that he's never done before? And I know it's coming off of that.
Yes, wow.
But that's not where I wanted to go.
Where are we going with this? I said no the first time.
No, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about career-wise, though. Is there something that you just feel like it will be a challenge for you? Because I feel like challenges help us grow. That's the only way we're going to grow. So is there anything that you've never done? You're like, you know what? I might try that.
Well, I mean, the comedy venture is very challenging for me. It's very new. It's challenging because, like, I'm competitive. You know what I mean? So, I don't compare myself to people who are just getting started on stage. I compare myself to Dave Chappelle and to Jamie Foxx and to Kevin Hart.
That's how you're supposed to see yourself.
I want to go to the top.
Right.
So when I see Dave Chappelle drop his special, I'm like, I got so much work to do. I'm not even close.
Have you watched Deion Cole's?
When I watch Deion Cole's special, and I'm like, I know him, that's my guy. I'm like, I got so much work to do. You know what I mean? And so, like, that's my mindset. And so for me, this is a very challenging moment. The other challenge for me is breaking an artist. Like me, being an established artist and, and having what I've had, success that I've had for so long, like this to me is easy. Like this is not the challenge. Like this is the layup, right?
Yeah.
Me giving another artist a 15, 20 years successful career. That's a challenge for me.
Because I gotta be able how things are now.
Well, no, I have to be able to give it back, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So we're signing artists and producers and writers and stuff like that. And so now my goal is to create the next version of me, not me all over again, but the next successful, the next successful entity that I had a hand in helping create.
And if somebody has you backing them, that's a great thing, because over 20 years in the game, and when I heard When We, right?
Lord.
When We is platinum, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. So you still out here with platinum records.
Still.
Okay.
Still.
And so when I heard it the first time, it was like on radio, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Tank? I was like, I like that song. So I went to go to Apple to listen to it. So I'm in the car, I'm blasting it, and I was like, When We. And I don't even know if the radio version was Touch or Love. I can't even remember what
Touch.
It was before.
It was Touch.
Okay.
Yeah, but it didn't, yeah.
But when I heard it, I was like, When We. Whoa, wait a
yes.
minute.
No, he did not.
So it was unexpected, but I hit rewind. Like I started the record over. Because now my mind, now I have to get back.
Now we clear.
Mind.
Yeah, now we clear. Right. Okay, this what we doing. All right. Okay. All right.
So when you put that out, was that like the blueprint for this new album, right? Was that like the energy that you wanted to bring to Elevation?
It was really, When We was really just an honest moment where I just couldn't say anything else. I wanted to, I tried desperately to find something else to say. And I sent it to my manager. I said, I got to send this to you. I said, it's out there, it's wild, but it's all I got. Like the music spoke to me, and this is what I spoke back. And right. And he heard it. He said, man, you crazy, but it's jamming. So we sent it into the label, and Juliet said, who gonna play this? I said, I don't know, but this the one.
It does make you kind of, I don't know, you're sitting in the car and I could just see somebody being like, oh, wait a minute, I wasn't ready.
Here's the thing though, is that it did set in orbit a moment where I was like, you know what? I can really say it the way it is. I can really speak it the way, you know what I'm saying? The way I do it, the way I feel it. Mm-hmm. And so it was another freeing moment of me just saying, I'm gonna just give you what I got. I'm gonna just be completely honest with you. And Dirty and I Don't Think You're Ready were more of it. And I think we've done enough. I think we've exhausted.
Listen, if you didn't have the ladies like, well, when is Tank now gonna take off everything?
Everything.
Like, it feels like you just peel back the layers and was like, all right, this is what it is, and I'm gonna say it outright. And I love that because it really does speak to the artistry of, you know what? Nowadays, people want to hold back, like, I can't say too much. I don't want to say this. You know, it's a cancel culture. And for you to just be like,
I couldn't live that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? Hey, man, take it as it is. Anybody grown will understand what's going on right now.
Right.
That's what I subscribe to.
So is that how you got to Elevation? Like, talk a little bit about this new project.
I got to Elevation because I felt like at When We, you know, everybody will say, oh, you've peaked, this is amazing, this is great work, and you kind of stop and rest and enjoy that for far too long. And you get stuck in that place. And I didn't want to get stuck in that place. My mindset is always, I can be better than I was yesterday. Yeah, and so for me, When We was great, but I feel like we can beat When We. We can do better than When We. We can do better than Savage. We can do better than Sex, Love, and Pain too. Elevation is that concept. It's, okay, let's write it better. Let's sing it better. Let's perform it better. Yeah. All of it. Let's try to do it better. Let's look in the mirror and just have that tough conversation.
Which song was the, I guess, most fun to work on this album?
Most fun to work on?
Yeah, that you just really, like, you had a lot of fun just doing.
Probably two songs. Champion. Me and my boy Problem, we got together and did that. We just having a ball writing that song.
Yeah.
And JoJo, I don't think you're ready.
Okay.
Like, because I don't think you're ready. Somebody else, because JoJo is such an underrated everything. Like JoJo is just extremely gifted. Yeah. And we come from the same place. We were stuck at the same record company for a very long time. And we both made it out.
Such a theme with a lot of artists that I interview. Like, it's the freedom.
And we're both kind of in the same system now. Okay. So when she came to the studio and I was like, and she was just like, Tank, just give me the stuff, man. Just coach me through it, man. Just give me all the stuff. Like, and I was like, all right, JoJo, I'm trying to tell you, I'm about to put you on these streets now. about to put you in this trap. You ready to get in this trap?
Heard when
about to put you in this trap now. You want to have your legs and thighs out now. And she was 1,000% with it.
Yeah.
I told her the concept of the video that I had. She's head over heels about it. And it was cool that she and I got to share that moment because we've been through so much of the same thing in the same place. Yeah. And so it was almost like a freeing moment for both of us to come together and get this done. And then for people to receive it like they are. They're going crazy over this record.
Tank, they're going crazy over you as well.
Yeah. But,
and it helps so much that you are amazingly talented.
Yes, ma'am.
And that you can, still put out good music, because I will say the true core of R&B, I feel like just had gotten lost. And when I'm telling you that when we like shook everything.
Yeah.
And so now with this new album coming out, and you're going to be touring and doing a whole lot. You really are breathing life back into the industry and back into R&B.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
That should be
That's
like a
goal.
great. Yeah, absolutely. And so, all right, last thing, what do you want people to walk away with after listening to this project? What is the ultimate, whether it's a feeling, whether it's a message that you were trying to put out there through your music? What do you want people to walk away with?
I kind of want people to put all of the pieces together if they can. I mean, my first album dropped in 2001. We didn't know if it would matter, but it mattered. It's 18 years later. I dropped Elevation, and it matters.
Yeah.
And so that's an anomaly. That doesn't really happen. Definitely not in R&B music.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? Where you have a 43-year-old R&B singer still trending,
still
on the
looking
mainstream.
Late 20s.
Well, you got to drink your water. You got to drink your water and pump your iron.
Right, yeah.
But I want people to not just, listen to the musical aspect of it, but gravitate to the work side of what that is. You know what I mean? This Elevation says that we have not stopped working, and we will not stop working.
I was about to say, it doesn't seem like you're going to stop.
And hopefully that inspires people to do the same. You know what I mean? I had the biggest record of my career at age 41. Like, sometimes it just takes time.
Which is hard to believe. And that
Crazy.
is, and you know
and
what?
I had big records, but the biggest
absolutely.
one at 41 years old.
And you know what? I just posted a quote that says, the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit.
Absolutely.
And so your work.
That's what Elevation is.
Yeah.
That very, what you just said, I'm going to steal that too. Just want to let you know that. Okay? Stealing that whole thing. Yeah, the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. Okay?
No,
made that up. All by myself. Just me. Okay? In a room by myself. Alone.
That's like somebody stealing your joke. You
just heard me say that. You just heard me call him that.
Tank, always such a great time with you here. And of course, we know you're going to put on for the DMV. So we got you.
No choice.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And let everyone know where they can follow you.
At The Real Tank. At The Real Tank on everything. If you got $12 extra just laying around, just get the album. Just get it. You'll like it. Stream it if you have to.
Even if you
whatever.
don't, go borrow that $12.
Yeah, go borrow that 12. I'll help you pay it back. I've been giving out a gang of money on my gram. Just stay with me.
Have you? What?
I have. You know, like $4,000-$5,000 to people. I
Now,
take that back. I just gave away another $2,000 at the thing, so we had about $7,000.
Junior, you ain't tell me he was giving away money.
I like to take care of my people. I take care of my people.
It. Thank you, Tank, so
Absolutely.
much.
Anytime.
DMV, keep it where you got it. More music on the way. It's Magic 102.3 and 92.7.